Hey guys, so this is where we stopped at the last time, right? We are going to finish up the class in today's video. Now, this is our skirt, right? We stopped at this skirt part before. So after doing this, what you are going to do is that you will iron, like you open up your seam allowance and iron. After closing your zipper allowance, open your seam allowance and you iron. Then the next thing that you are going to do is to place the front on the back, and then you pin and take your body measurements. For me, I prefer pinning before taking my body measurement, so that when I'm shaping, no part will be longer than the other. Now after pinning it, I'll take my waist measurements, my hip measurements, my knee measurements, and I will shape. So for me, if I'm shaping my skirt at the knee, I will take out 8 inches from my hip. Let's say my hip is 40 inches. I'll take out 8 inches, and that will be 32, right? So you will divide that 32 by 4 in order to have a very fitted A-line shape. Though some people said they like it free, but for me, if you want it to have that fish or figure 8 shape, you will have to make it somehow tight around your knee. You will still walk, you can still walk, but it should be somehow fitted around your knee so that it will give you that fine A-line or that figure 8 shape. Now after shaping my skirt, this is what I have here. This is my bustier. I am done joining the center piece, the side pieces. I added part and I added interface to this velvet. I added a black interface. I don't know if you can notice, that thing is actually a black interface, black gum. Now this is the yoke for the back. You go ahead and use bias to turn the neckline for the yoke, and this one is the yoke for the front. I've also used my bias to turn the yoke for the front. So what we are going to do now is that we will start fixing this yoke to the front and to the back. So these ones are the back pieces. I'll go ahead and place their yoke. After placing their yoke, then you can turn it with your lining. Now this one is the lining pieces, right? The side and the center. I'll go ahead and join my lining also. After doing that, I will iron my skirt. This is my skirt. I'm done. By then, I am done ironing my skirt. You can see the shape of my A line, and this is the back of the skirt. You can notch the back so that the tail will relax very well. So our skirt is ready. I'll keep our skirt aside. I can just trim the waistline and then keep the skirt aside because we are done with this particular skirt. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to trim out some patterns from this lace. This is the remaining piece of lace that I have. And using my soldering iron, I'll go ahead and trim out some patterns. Yes, I'll go ahead. If you plug it, you trim out some patterns that you want, and you can use it to decorate your lace, or you can even buy trimming to decorate your lace. For this particular one, I want to take out the patterns from the lace and use it to decorate the velvet parts of this lace. Now this is our shoulder pad. I'll go ahead and trim my shoulder pad. This shoulder pad, they sell it 100 naira. If in Nigeria, it is 100 naira per one. So the two of them is 200 naira. And you go ahead and cover it. I wanted to cover it with this lace, but I don't think it's okay. So I used my doll face. Now you can see the way I am cutting out a fabric for that shoulder pad. You will place the shoulder pad inside and then you cover it. After sewing round, you overlock, like you will weave it. You weave this shoulder pad. Make sure you cover your shoulder pad with a fabric before adding it. Now I will trim off the excess allowance and I'll go ahead and weave, like overlocking. You will go ahead and weave it so that it will look very neat. Now this particular fabric that I'm cutting out is for my modesty panel. Like I will sew it separately so that if my customer wants to wear it, she can put it and then tie the back of her clothes. I don't know if you understand, but if she wants to leave it open, she can leave it open and then lace the back of her clothes. And I'm not adding any bone to the front part. I am done turning the front part with the lining. I'm not adding any bone to the front part, but because our back part will have a lacing, I'll add bones at the back part before fixing the eyelet. So these are the trimmings that I got from that particular lace. I'm trying to like check if it is going to look nice, and I'm also done turning the back. So you will run channels and you insert your bone. The back must have a bone so that after lacing your back it will not be folding. Now the next thing that we are going to do is to place the back pieces on the front and pin. Make sure you pin and make sure you mark your exact body allowance, body measurement. Then at the waist area, you can decide to take out 1 inch so that it will snatch a little bit around the waist area. You can see I'm done pinning, and I'll go ahead and mark my body measurements. Then I'll rejoin. So right now I am done shaping, and I will trim my waistline. After trimming my waistline, I will add my shoulder pad. Trim your armhole first of all before you add your shoulder pad. So I'm trying to trim the basque waistline. After trimming the basque waistline, you will trim your armhole before pinning your shoulder pad, and that is very necessary. So for the back of my bodies, I will reduce it by 1 inch. Like I'll reduce it by 1 inch or 2 inches so that I will not have any fold at the center back after sewing. Now I'll trim my armhole. After trimming my armhole, I will insert my shoulder pad. I remember I told you guys that you should weave your shoulder pad before you insert, right? So this is what I'm doing right now. After trimming it, I'll insert my shoulder pad. Now, after inserting the shoulder pad, I will place my basque waistline on top of this skirt. This is the skirt, right? I'll place it on top, and I will mark out the basque waistline. So if I cut, I will fold it over to the other side and then use it to cut the other side so that the basque waistline will be equal. Then I'll go ahead and join. After joining, I will fix my shoulder pad, and then fix your sleeve. Your shoulder pad must be there before you fix your sleeve. I'll fix my sleeve, join my waistline, fix my zipper at the back, and then I have also done my eyelet. So you can see my shoulder pad right there. I'll fix the trimmings around the shoulder because there are trimmings around the shoulder. I'll just go ahead and add some trimmings around the shoulder and on my bodies. If you want to add on your bodies, you can also do that. So I'm just trying to like arrange the patterns, and it depends on how you want it. After arranging the patterns, you can use your glue. You can use a glue or you can do hand tacking. But I was rushing to deliver this dress. I actually used the glue, but you can use hand tacking if you want to use hand tacking. So at the end of the day, this is what our dress will look like, and you can use glue or hand tacking. Then you can also add trimmings to these areas if you want. I remember to use these trimmings to cover your shoulder. You use it to cover your shoulder also. So at the end of the day, this is what we have. Our dress is beautiful. Do not forget to subscribe. See you in my next video. Bye.